After NickMercs tweeted this out, as you can see in the top right here, it says they should leave children alone in response to this tweet over here. It's talking about this protest that was apparently anti-LGBT, and they attack, I don't think they were attacking, but you know how they twist these things, demonstrators outside of Glendale, California school board meeting. It was actually a really cool scene. There's a few videos that came out from around that situation that I posted on my Twitter that was actually really powerful. Some of the speeches that these people were giving, some of these protesters were giving, was actually very powerful. And this person, who I guess is also a part of the Call of Duty community, tweeted this out. This happened 4 blocks from my Overwatch League apartment. Okay, Overwatch League, not Call of Duty. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live their own life. Well, NickMercs kind of summed it up perfectly right here. They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. So none of this is related to Call of Duty whatsoever. He didn't tweet at Call of Duty. He didn't retweet in response to Call of Duty. But of course, Call of Duty feels the need to get involved with the situation, and they tweet this out. Due to recent events, we have removed the NickMercs operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We are focused on celebrating Pride with our employees and our community, and I believe that it's because they're having Activision themselves, who creates Call of Duty, is having some really bad internal issues right now, and that's why they're trying to gain some good graces with that community, because I believe there's a lot of like assault allegations and things such as that within the Activision, inner workings right now. So they're trying to gain that good grace with those communities. I think is what's happening right now. So that's why they're going so hard in that direction. And also, we can have the ESG score conversation for the millionth time as well, but we all know that that's playing a part, playing at least a little bit of a role in this whole situation. Here is Charlie Intel. He tweeted this out. Activision has removed Tim the Tatman bundle also from Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 effective immediately. Activision statement: at Tim's request, we have removed the Tim the Tatman operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and the Warzone store. And here is what Tim the Tatman tweeted in response to the whole NickMercs versus Call of Duty situation, after NickMercs tweeted out what he tweeted, and then Call of Duty tweeted what they tweeted in response to NickMercs. Tim the Tatman tweeted this out a day later. I think he kind of gauged the response to the situation, saw that most people were actually on the side of NickMercs, and then he decided to tweet this out in solidarity with his friend NickMercs. It says, NickMercs has been my friend for years. We went in getting our COD operators together. It feels wrong for me to have mine and him no longer have his. In support of my friend, please remove the Tim the Tatman bundle. And they tweeted what I just showed you on the screen right here. They actually did remove the Tim the Tatman bundle from Call of Duty shortly after. So in solidarity, Tim the Tatman requests that his bundle also get removed, his operator get removed from the game, as well as NickMercs, which I respect. At first it kind of seemed like Tim the Tatman was going to ride the fence on the whole NickMercs versus Call of Duty situation, but after, like I said, I think he kind of gauged his response to all of it. He saw that most people were on NickMercs' side, on the common sense side of things, and said, okay, it's safe to come out now. It's safe to defend my friend NickMercs. So I will also request that my operator get removed from the game, which, I'm happy that he did that. It's good that he actually gained the courage enough to request and kind of stand with NickMercs by requesting his bundle and his operator get removed from the game. But I wish he would have done it immediately instead of waiting to gauge the interest and gauge the, reaction to the whole situation. Activision also tweeted this out. Join us in celebrating the power of Pride. I'm just so tired of this shit, man. Activision is excited to be part of the Los Angeles Pride Parade on June 11th. If you see our float during the parade route, be sure to say hello and share your own stories of pride and acceptance. See you there. And why would they hide the replies to this? If they're so proud to be part of the Pride Parade, if they're so proud to be celebrating Pride enough to where they're, removing NickMercs from the game for simply saying that you shouldn't indoctrinate children, that you shouldn't groom children. If you're that proud of Pride, if you're that in support of Pride, where you're willing to groom children and remove people from the game who are saying that you shouldn't groom children, then why don't you just leave the replies open? Let everybody be proud with you. Let everybody else show their pride as well. I don't understand what's the issue here, why you're not showing how proud you are by leaving the replies on and letting everybody else join in the celebration of Pride. I don't get it. What are you hiding from? Also, we have this story from DrDisrespect, says NickMercs has seen a dramatic increase in Twitter followers amid the controversy over his Pride tweet. I wonder why. Maybe it's because the silent majority is really, really strong. Most people out there are actually in favor of common sense, or actually in favor of not grooming children. Contrary to popular belief, contrary to what these corporations would like you to believe, like Call of Duty, Activision, all these other big corporations, Bud Light, Target, Kohl's, all these other corporations out there, contrary to what they would like you to believe, and all these, obviously all the lunatics on Twitter, the leftists, the liberals, the weirdos on Twitter who want you to believe the opposite way. most people are actually in favor of common sense. Most people out there actually do. And there's more people gaining on that side as well, which is shocking to me. But there's actually more people coming over to the common sense side of things and really fighting for that on Twitter, on social media, and all over the place. Really going against Call of Duty, really hammering it home, going against Bud Light, going against Target, going against these corporations who are pushing this BS and standing with people like NickMercs. And that's what we need. And we need more people who actually have followings, who have young followings and older followings. We need these types of people like NickMercs to stand against Call of Duty, to stand against these groomers out there, to simply say common sense things on Twitter, like we need to stay away from children, and stand by it instead of apologizing like certain MLB players are doing. Whenever they're simply just standing with their faith, with their Christian faith, they get crucified for it on Twitter, and then they apologize for simply, saying that they are Christian. Like it's mind-blowing to me. But we need more people like NickMercs who aren't backing down, and people like Tim the Tabman who are willing to jump in and say he didn't say anything crazy. He didn't say anything egregious. He said something that should be common sense for every single human living on the earth. Leave the children alone when it comes to sexuality, and he gets punished for it. Let me know what you guys think though about NickMercs gaining a dramatic increase in Twitter followers. What do you think about Call of Duty's response? The fact that Activision is tweeting things like this out, and of course, the quote tweets, they're getting absolutely obliterated. 894 quotes to 744 likes. So I'm sure you can imagine what those quote tweets are like and how they're hiding the replies. Let me know what you're thinking about this whole NickMercs versus Call of Duty situation. And also the Tim the Tabman stuff. How you feeling about this entire thing? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one.